Welcome back. The night movie fans, actors, directors, and so many others have been waiting a year for is almost here.
Last-minute preparations are underway in Hollywood tonight for the 89th Annual Academy Awards. ABC's Marcy Gonzalez is joining us live from LA with a preview of the big show and who's expected to take home those Oscars. Marcy.
Hi, Haley and Scott. Yeah, there is already a lot of noise, a lot of action here on the red carpet. The final preparations are being made before this whole area is packed with A-listers on Sunday night. The red carpet rolled out and ready for Hollywood's biggest night. At the 89th Annual Academy Awards in Los Angeles, the movie that pays tribute to this city of stars is the one to beat. La La Land tied with Titanic for the all-time record.
What?
14 nominations, including Best Picture.
It's a joy to be part of something like that.
In the Best Actress category, star Emma Stone faces off against some heavy hitters, including Natalie Portman and Meryl Streep. And Ryan Gosling is up for Best Actor against stars including Manchester by the Sea's Casey Affleck, who was seen as a favorite to win.
Best Actor seemed like it was a lock for Casey Affleck. Now maybe it's more of Denzel Washington's award.
Washington, one of a record-setting 6 black actors nominated this year, part of the Academy's promised progress after there was no racial diversity in the acting categories the past 2 years, prompting controversy and the hashtag #OscarsSoWhite.
We had an abundance of films that represented inclusion.
And while the nominees worked on their acceptance speeches,
Jimmy Kimmel.
Host Jimmy Kimmel is working on his monologue and managing expectations.
My pants could fall down. I could, any number of horrible things could happen, and my parents will think it was the greatest performance they've ever seen. So I hope, whatever people think, I hope it's the same thing as my mom.
Oh, you gotta love Jimmy Kimmel. A lot of excitement about seeing him host. And as always, there's a lot of excitement about the fashion that we'll see right here. But they had to put up this plastic roof over the red carpet to try to keep all of the stars dry and warm because Sunday is forecasted to be chilly and rainy here. Scott and Haley, send it back to you.
It's not good, Marcy, when you're in a gown, so I'm glad they have that roof there. And can you give us a quick tour for those of us who aren't able to be there? Can you show us around, see what the setup is like?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so we're going to start down here. There's a red curtain you'll see, and that's where the stars will enter. They'll walk onto the red carpet there, stop to take all their pictures, all those iconic Oscars photos that you see taken right there at the start of the red carpet, and then they make their way down. You can see the red carpet doesn't quite look red right now. They've got plastic covering it so it doesn't get messed up before Sunday, but they make their way along here, and then the end of the red carpet is not too far down. This red carpet is, I was surprised to see it's not that big, but right at the end there, they'll make a right turn and go into the Dolby Theater. Now, off to the side here is where all of the media are set up, getting ready for Sunday night, and some of the stars will be able to stop by, do interviews, talk to the reporters there. But then there are some of the big A-listers who may not want to take the time to talk to every reporter. They just want to get in there and see the show. So they have something really special for these big-time people, maybe like the George Clooney's of the world. Underneath the plastic, we'll try to show you here, they have these yellow lines set up right in the middle here. It's a really narrow section. They call this the express lane. So they will escort those A-listers right down the red carpet, all the way down to the end, so that way they don't have to stop and answer a bunch of questions. So they'll have security guards on both sides so no one can run up and try to grab them. I'll tell you, the best seat in the house for all the red carpet action is right up there. Those bleachers, people who have won contests get to sit right there, take their own pictures, get to see all of the red carpet action live right here in person. Guys, back to you.
I can't believe how busy it is already there in California. We've seen other awards shows, Marcy, this year that got political. What are the producers of the Oscars saying about that possibly happening again on Sunday night?
They're absolutely expecting it, and they say they have no problem. The winners can talk about whatever they want to talk about as long as they keep it within the time limits. The winners only get 45 seconds for their acceptance speeches, and that timer starts as soon as they get up from their seats to make their way up to the stage. So if they have a lot to say, they better hustle, make their way up to the stage as quickly as possible before they're cut off by the music. Scott and Haley.
All right, thank you, Marcy. Looks like fun. So busy there already. We are looking forward to Sunday. See you then. Yes.
Well, lots of Ringling College of Art and Design graduates will be anxiously watching the Academy Awards on Sunday. 21 of them worked on Zootopia, which is nominated for Best Animated Feature Film. And Ringling grad Patrick Osborne is up for another Oscar. 2 years ago, he won the Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film with Feast. This year, Osborne finds himself back in the race with his film Pearl, which is a short film about a father and daughter and the memories they share from inside their car. Osborne earned a degree in computer animation from Ringling in 2003.
And if you are looking for a fun place to watch the Academy Awards, Burns Court Cinema in Sarasota once again hosting its annual watch party. Tickets are $25. You can watch the awards ceremony on the big screen. There will also be some trivia games and prizes given out, plus some light refreshments. The party gets started at 7 o'clock, so you can go walk your own red carpet if you can't be in Hollywood.
That's right. And I was sad to hear that it's going to be kind of cold and rainy out there.
I know.
For
That's
the
a bummer
Oscars.
for the hair and all
Everything.
that, the spray tans.
No such worries here on the Sun Coast. Here's Bob with more.
Yeah, they'll need a cover over the red carpet there at Burns Court. There's not going to be a problem with rainfall here until maybe next week, and that is a cold front coming down late next week, but not the case today. A nice warm day it was. Temperatures in the mid-80s, inland areas 75 right now, still pleasant out there. We have a west wind at 10, the pressure 29.78 inches. That is on the rise, and the low pressure area that brought us the rain a couple days ago scooting out there into the Atlantic now. And the problem we may see is the possibility of some fog. It could be rather dense in areas, especially inland areas. Right now it's 80 still in Orlando, 82 in Tallahassee, and temperatures right near the water, 74 in Inglewood, Venice the same, a couple degrees cooler at Anna Maria, 71, but Lakewood Ranch at 79 degrees and Parrish at 80 right now. We'll have much more on the weekend and let you know about a cold front that's heading our way for the weekend coming up in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. We're following a rash of violence across the country, possible hate crimes motivated by bias that has increased since the election. This comes as on the heels of dozens of threats against Jewish community centers and other violent attacks. ABC's Janae Norman is in New York tracking the trend.
A disturbing trend across the country, hitting both coasts and the heartland. A shooter in Kansas allegedly yelling, "Get out of my country," before shooting two men he thought were Middle Eastern.
We're looking if the crime was committed via a bias motivation, if you're trying to deny this person their civil rights.
FBI agents arrested a South Carolina man they say was planning to carry out an attack, quote, in the spirit of Dylann Roof, the man who gunned down 9 worshipers in a historically black church. And in Florida, suspected arson at a Tampa mosque.
This is no different than the wave of anti-Semitic attacks on Jewish community centers and synagogues and bomb threats that have been called in all across the country, including in Tampa, over the recent months.
Since the beginning of the year, there have been bomb threats made to nearly 70 Jewish community centers in 27 states. The Southern Poverty Law Center has been tracking biased incidents around the country and found nearly 1,100 incidents in the first month after the election.
We found in fully 37% of the cases, the perpetrators of these incidents or hate crimes actually used the name of Donald Trump.
This week, the president himself denouncing hateful acts.
We have to fight bigotry, intolerance, and hatred in all of its very ugly forms.
The Southern Poverty Law Center found that nearly every minority has been targeted by these types of incidents since November, including women. Janae Norman, ABC News, New York.
A follow-up now on the Florida woman accused of threatening the parent of a boy killed in the Sandy Hook school shooting. Lucy Richards' trial has now been delayed until April. Her attorney says she has been hospitalized recently and unable to work on her case. It was set for trial on Monday. Richards has pleaded not guilty to charges of transmitting threats to Lenny Posner, the father of a 6-year-old boy who died in the school shooting, because she thought it was a hoax. Others linked to the Sandy Hook massacre have reported harassment by conspiracy theorists who claim it was staged to erode support for Second Amendment gun rights.
A rock guitarist and Suncoast resident pleads guilty and pays a fine after stepping off a Delta flight with a loaded handgun. Prosecutors say Rick Derringer told a federal air marshal he kept his gun with him on commercial flights 30 to 50 times a year. His plea this week involves only one charge, carrying a weapon aboard an airplane in a secure area of Atlanta's airport last month. Derringer told the air marshal that carrying his gun on planes has never been a problem until it was found in his carry-on luggage after arriving on a flight from Cancun. Derringer, who lives in Bradenton, sang the 1965 hit song Hang On Sloopy and later recorded Rock and Roll Hoochie Coo.
Florida may soon join 28 other states in enforcing a law targeted at cracking down on drunk driving. This week, a state representative filed a bill that would require ignition interlocks for all drunk driving offenders in Florida. The measure aims to prevent first offenders from becoming repeat offenders. The group Mothers Against Drunk Drivers is supporting this bill. According to the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, 797 people died in drunk driving crashes in Florida in 2015, which was 103 more than in 2014.
Floridians can now apply for medical marijuana ID cards. State health officials are issuing the identification cards to patients and caregivers through the Office of Compassionate Use. To apply, a patient must be a Florida resident and qualify to receive medical marijuana. Amendment 2, which was passed last year, expanded the list of conditions that are covered. It now includes cancer, epilepsy, HIV/AIDS, PTSD, Parkinson's, and others.
A teacher on the Suncoast is using the power of music to inspire his students to write.
Stand up now if you can write an essay. Stand up. Stand up now if you can write an essay. Stand up.
A very talented group of kids. That music video was created by a 4th grade teacher at Emma E. Booker Elementary School in Sarasota. Marique Robinson composed a song called Let's Write It to get kids excited about writing. He then recorded a video of his students in the class dancing to the song, taking them through the thinking and writing process when forming their essays. They look pretty excited.
They're into it. Some of the other teachers dancing too.
I like that. He did a great job.
He's making learning fun.
That's what you have to
yeah.
do. You have to find something that will motivate them to really get involved. So.
Good job. Still to come in your Suncoast News, reports of dozens of toddlers being injured. What can go wrong with a popular swing that is now being recalled across the country?
Plus, the difference between a cold and the flu. Some easy ways you can tell how serious your sniffles are. That's next in Health News.
Thinking about having surgery can be a scary thing. You know, take somebody who's in severe pain, bring them in, take good care of them, and then get them out and back to their life is huge. We focus on minimally invasive approaches when possible, and oftentimes people can be back up on their feet in a day or two with a whole lot less pain than before surgery. We fix people's lives. We do.
Contemporary Cabinetry and Closet Concepts. Our strength is in building a relationship with our clients. Locally owned and operated for over 30 years. When you organize your home, you simplify your life. Call today for a free in-home consultation or visit the web at contemporarycabinetry.srq.com.
Florida's last private island is a waterfront lifestyle like no other. This is Harbor Isle, just 5 minutes from the sugar sand beaches of Anna Maria Island. This sun-splashed paradise invites you to enjoy natural adventures and all the recreation of a tropical resort. Island coach homes and waterfront condos are now available from the high 400s, plus incredible savings on move-in ready homes. Come tour 6 designer models. This is the time of your life. Make it island time at Harbor Isle. Go to mintofla.com now.
Luxury for less at Alex Karras Lincoln. Drive a brand new 2017 Lincoln MKZ Sports Utility for $249 per month or a 2017 MKZ for $299 per month. We are proud to introduce the newest addition to the Lincoln lineup, the all-new 2017 Lincoln Continental. We have a great selection and ready for immediate delivery. Alex Karras Lincoln, affordable luxury, winner of the prestigious 2015 President's Award, serving Florida's Suncoast since 1978. We're located 2 miles north of the Sarasota-Bradenton Airport on US 41.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner. After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.
There's a whole new way to bank at Achieva Credit Union with Achieva Checking Plus. Get new unique features like full ID theft protection and online shopping rewards. Plus, it's an interest-bearing account, so you have a little extra for what really matters. Achieva Checking Plus isn't just an account for your money, it's for your life, including cell phone insurance. And that's good to know. Discover the plus at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Getting the common cold may sideline you from work for a little bit, but it's not the serious health risk that influenza can turn into. As both sicknesses can feel alike, it's tough to tell the difference sometimes. But there are some signs that your coughs and pains could be something more serious. Kim Hutcherson reports.
It's the time of year many of us dread, flu season. Doctors say don't take any chances. Get yourself a flu shot to protect yourself from the virus. The common cold is also a big pain, but does not pose the serious health risks influenza does. Both illnesses are respiratory, but are caused by different viruses. While people with colds tend to have runny or stuffy noses, the flu comes on quicker and is more intense. Fever is much less common with a cold than it is with a flu, so taking your temperature could be an important clue to how bad your sickness is. A cold rarely brings a fever over 101 degrees. Cold symptoms should go away within a few days. The flu can make you sick longer. If you're feeling like something is seriously wrong, don't take any chances. Go see a doctor. Special tests can be done to see if that fever and cough is the flu, which in some cases can result in death. Doctors say it's especially important to seek medical attention if you have a pre-existing condition like asthma or heart problems. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
Now to Suncoast Traffic Watch. No accidents right now, but the Ringling Bridge is backed up, which is pretty usual around this time of the day. You're looking live at the traffic there. Not too bad. It is moving as people head back into Sarasota. Now let's head over to Bob. Looks like a pretty nice night.
Yeah, you see the Marina Jack right there going across the bay, too, and that traffic avoiding all that traffic underneath the bridge. The Celery Field, Cindy Desmond getting a great shot of the fair weather cumulus clouds around. It's a warm day today, too. Temperatures topping out into the mid-80s inland. Anna Maria webcam, Ed Goff providing this camera, and you can see pretty calm conditions out on Bimini Bay, and the sun going to be a nice sunset tonight. We have the area of low pressure moving away from the U.S., and then we have this system that is moving through parts of Wisconsin, Iowa, bringing some snowfall there, and severe weather out ahead of it into Ohio and Indiana. A little early for that. Normally that should be snow this time of year. And you can see from the Titan radar, nothing going on here. It's all quiet, and it's going to stay dry, too, through the weekend. 75 right now at the Sarasota Braden Airport, and Braden at 75. And the dew point temperature is pretty high still, 65 degrees. That means our lows tonight will be generally in the low 60s up and down the coast. We have a west wind, and the pressure is on the rise, 71 out at the end of the Venice Pier. 82 degrees the high today, 5 degrees shy of the record, 87. We could set some records next week on Wednesday as a result of a high pressure at the surface and the upper levels of the atmosphere. Moving on in overhead, we could use a little bit of rainfall. We have a deficit for the month and for the year. Statewide temperatures, 82 in Tallahassee, it's 79 now in Miami, 75 Pleasant in Key West, and Orlando at 80 degrees, 81 nearby in Avon Park, Wauchula the same now, and 84 in Arcadia. You can see temperatures, 10-degree difference in some cases, even more so from Venice to Arcadia, just due to that sea breeze, which has penetrated inland now across Sarasota and into Bradenton. Well, the wind forecast will be very light tonight with light winds and temperatures still pretty warm as far as the dew point goes. Fog will be a concern tomorrow morning to start things off. And then that fog should burn off. We'll see nice weather, a little sea breeze again developing tomorrow afternoon out of the west. And that'll keep things just a little bit cooler near the area beaches. And although it may feel a little cooler there, that sun is going to be out pretty intense. And so load up on the sunscreen. The fog around tomorrow morning and then burning off. And then here comes the front. Now we could see some sea fog out ahead of this weak cold front. This front's going to come down, eventually blow on through, but we're not going to see much in terms of cloudiness, just a little bit of clouds late Saturday and into early Sunday. And then it should clear out here Sunday, turn a little breezier. So if you're planning on boating this weekend, Saturday, probably the better of the 2 days as far as that goes. Texas, Oklahoma, New Mexico, and Colorado, fairly quiet, though. Colorado seeing some snowfall right now. And it's been rainfall mainly into Michigan, Detroit, Ohio, and into South Bend. Some showers around earlier. Buffalo getting some rain. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect from Detroit all the way down throughout much of Indiana this afternoon and evening. Out west, we heard it earlier, no rain right now, but we are anticipating some showers there by Sunday. Temperatures across the U.S. pretty warm over the Northeast. Cooler in the northern plains states, and in the southern plains still pretty warm into Texas. Houston now at 82 degrees. For boaters, it shapes up like this. Tomorrow, pretty good out there. Seas running 1 to 2 feet with a light chop on the bays and inland waters. A little bit of fog in the morning, though that should burn off. The extended forecast calling for temperatures into the mid-70s on Sunday, and looks like 80-degree temperatures, 82 on Tuesday and Wednesday. We could see some mid to upper 80s, even maybe 90 degrees in places like Arcadia next week. Didn't get a chance to go fishing this week, but boy, a lot of photos sent in. And, you know, we talked about the guy last week or a couple weeks ago, Dominic Bauer. Yeah. Well, he's catching some more. There he is right there. He's got the hula hoop girl. We got the ringmaster and one of the clowns there with him as well. Spanish trout, Johnny Walker catching this yesterday. And Jack Young and Jake Bennett, 42 miles out. That's a blackfin tuna. A nice one at that. Pompano from JT the Fly Guy. He was out in his kayak. And look at this kid. He looks just like the fish, right? The teeth there. Captain Kathy sending that one in. Captain Justin Moore. Those are all permit. And they're really hot right now. And like father, like son, Captain Scott Moore, that's one of his clients there catching a permit. And this was the beach fishing adventure. Steve Herrick getting this one with the family of the Cates there. He also caught this sheep's head, nice beach sheep's head right there. And we also had a nice cobia that you see right there. And snook, you talk about snook, that's a nice size one right there. And speaking of snook season opens up next Wednesday. And the slot is 28 to 33, so a very narrow slot. You can catch one per day, and it's a 2-month season, so not very long. But a lot of people are out there catching them. That's a keeper right there.
That's a beautiful fish.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Bob. An important recall for those caring for a toddler. Little Tikes is recalling 540,000 of its 2-in-1 snug and secure pink toddler swings. The swing seat can break and cause a child to fall out. Little Tikes says it's received 140 reports of breaks. 39 children have been hurt, including 2 with broken arms. The swings were manufactured between 2009 and 2014 and were sold in stores and online.
JCPenney plans to close anywhere from 130 to 140 stores, as well as 2 distribution centers over the next couple of months. The move is an effort to be more competitive in the digital arena. Store associates will be getting mobile devices so they can check out online shoppers who are picking up their orders in the stores. JCPenney will release a list of which stores are closing next month. The Suncoast currently has 4 JCPenney stores.
Entertainment news is next.
Car experts and customers agree. There's a whole lot to love about a new Subaru. Subaru was named the 2016 Best Overall Brand, Most Trusted, and Best Performance Brand by Kelley Blue Book. And ALG named Subaru its top mainstream brand for residual value for 2016. Now you can lease a new Subaru Outback for just $229 a month or get 0% financing during the Subaru True Love event. Get more for your money. Go to Sunset Subaru in Sarasota.
I won cash for life from the Florida Lottery! So I get $1,000 a day every day for the rest of my life. Day 1, bought a pony, we're best buds. Day 7, this is crazy! Another day, another grand. This one's on me. Then Mom said, better save some. And another grand, share the love. I don't even play this thing, but I got a bunch. And another grand, and another grand, another grand, another grand. Let's do it again tomorrow.
With a prize of $1,000 a day for life, the new Cash for Life draw game is your ticket to a grand day every day.
What to do when your heating or air conditioning needs service or, heaven forbid, replacement? Call Air Now today. We've been serving Sarasota and Manatee County since 1946. We offer $49.95 tune-ups, lease or finance options, and remember, service today or it's free.
Outdoor living is one of the greatest perks about living in Florida. So whether this is your style, or this, or maybe this, contact Superior Pools. They've been building pools from Sarasota to Naples since 2001, and they would love to build yours.
Come meet the artists and enjoy their creations at the St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival. Over 100 artists and thousands of works in contemporary art, in photography, glass, sculpture, jewelry, and much more.
The 4th Annual St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival, Saturday and Sunday, February 25th and 26th at North Straw Park in St. Petersburg.
Bring your love and appreciation of art to the St. Petersburg Fine Art Festival. For more information, visit ParagonArtEvents.com.
Come out to the best party of the season, the Goodwill Mardi Gras Gala on February 28th at Michael's on E. Tickets at experiencegoodwill.org.
Hurry in to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota for big savings on some of America's best vehicles. Over 100 standard and available safety features make the new Chrysler Pacifica a safe investment for any family. And right now, you can buy one for just $24,999 or save up to $11,000 on a new Ram Crew Cab during Ram Truck Month. Better prices, bigger selection. Go to Sunset Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Sarasota.
I imagine this is a hot ticket.
Yeah.
Elton John plans to hold his annual post-Oscars party again this year.
Yeah, more than 700 guests will attend the sold-out event, and it's all for a great cause. The party raises money for the Elton John AIDS Foundation. Last year, this event raised more than $6 million. The singer is celebrating 25 years of his AIDS Foundation.
One of Hollywood's biggest bachelors is a fan of the ABC hit show The Bachelor. Singer John Mayer told Ellen DeGeneres on her show yesterday that he enjoys the reality dating competition, but he doesn't really have the patience for it. So would he ever consider being the Bachelor? The answer is no, unfortunately. He says he doesn't think he would find love on the show. Yeah, I tend to agree, because if you're going on The Bachelor because you know John Mayer is on it, are you really getting the people who are there for love?
Yeah.
I mean, probably not.
And let's face it, he can date whoever he wants, right?
Right. I mean,
he doesn't need a show.
Exactly. Yeah.
He lives it.
He does live it. The Bachelor. That's him. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
There's a whole new way to bank at Achieva Credit Union with Achieva Checking Plus. Get new unique features like full ID theft protection and online shopping rewards. Plus, it's an interest-bearing account, so you have a little extra for what really matters. Achieva Checking Plus isn't just an account for your money, it's for your life, including cell phone insurance. And that's good to know. Discover the plus at achievacu.com. Achieva, banking for good. Achieva Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
There are many choices when it comes to AC companies. Our advice? Choose a company that performs employee background checks and is licensed with top manufacturers like Daikin. Daikin offers a 12-year parts and labor limited warranty. For better comfort and value, call Elite Heating and Air.